Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, my go-to for building a website and online shop. Hello dear friends, and welcome to part 2 of this video series where I'll be attempting to create a master copy of Bierstadt's Looking Down Yosemite Valley. Emphasis on the attempting. If you'd like to see several hours of real-time tutorials where I record voiceover as I was painting, along with hundreds of hours of exclusive content and monthly art rewards, including a monthly live stream, feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/happydartist. With the rushed underpainting roughly completed, it's now time to move on to the main pass. I'm beginning with the sky, following the natural progression of depth in a landscape painting. Since the sky is the most distant element, the mountains will be painted on top of it, and the foreground foliage will layer over the mountains, etc. This method not only helps establish a convincing sense of atmospheric perspective, but it also ensures a natural flow of the application of paint. However, starting with the sky presents its own challenges. With nothing else on the canvas for reference, evaluating the accuracy of colors and values becomes quite difficult. Within the sky, the blue parts of the actual sky are more distant than the orange-ish clouds on top of it. So I had started by painting the patches of visible blue sky first, and then layering the clouds above. And since those patches were the very first things I painted, with zero way to gauge whether or not they were accurate, I actually ended up needing to repaint it several times because it was way too dark. If you're starting out a landscape with the sky, even if it initially appears correct, it might later turn out to be wrong once the rest of the painting takes shape. So at this stage, it requires a degree of trust in the process and knowing that you will always have a chance to fix these mistakes later with glazing adjustments, and also calmly reminding yourself to breathe and not panic. The cloud formations in this piece are also particularly challenging. For my fellow cloud nerds out there, these appear to be stratocumulus, so somewhere between the softness of cirrus clouds and the well-defined edges of cumulus clouds. Unlike the bold, fluffy clouds often seen in dramatic landscapes, these have an elusive, almost shifting quality to them, with subtle variations in value and temperature that are very hard to capture. The rendering has to be just right. Too sharp and they lose their delicacy. Too soft and they become indistinct. Achieving this balance required a lot of careful brushwork and restraint. Color control was another key challenge. Bierstadt's palette is both rich and naturalistic, with a harmonious balance of warm and cool tones. My natural tendency is to push chromatic contrasts a little further, but in this case, I had to hold back. I suspect I may have incorporated a touch too much cobalt teal, giving the sky a faint greenish aqua kind of cast, something I'll need to correct in the glazing pass for sure. This is an important lesson in color relationships. What appears neutral in isolation can shift dramatically once placed in context with surrounding colors. Another difficulty was rendering the sun rays piercing through the clouds. Achieving the correct radial symmetry and soft diffusion of light required patience and precision. This element, though seemingly subtle, plays a crucial role in conveying the grandeur and luminosity of the scene. It's a reminder that even the most fleeting effects in nature demand careful observation and thoughtful execution when painting them. Beyond the technical challenges, I also had to adjust to working on Belgian linen primed with oil ground. It is a beautiful, luxurious surface, but it's much slicker than the ampersand gesso boards that I typically use. And unlike more absorbent surfaces where paint grips immediately, the slickness of oil-primed linen means the paint initially sits on top, and instead of integrating nicely, it just felt kind of slippery. This is just what happens when we try new painting surfaces, or honestly, when we try anything new in general. There's always going to be a learning curve. But despite the difficulties, completing the sky feels like a significant milestone. Just like going to the gym, the hardest part is just getting started. Now that this foundational element is in place, I have a clearer vision for the rest of the composition. Master copies like this serve as a test of patience, discipline, and problem-solving skills, but they also offer immense rewards. This master copy is definitely not going to be an easy one, and it's going to take way longer than I initially thought. But just like going to the gym, I'm looking forward to the feeling of accomplishment after I'm done, and hopefully becoming stronger as a result. All right, that about wraps up part 2 of this oil painting series. Stay tuned for part 3 coming up shortly, where I'll move into the mountains and begin bringing the landscape to life. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And of course, you guessed it, my eternal never-ending sale is still going on in my shop, so if you'd like 20% off your order of prints and originals, just enter the code HOLIDAY at happyd-artist.com. And if you're interested in learning more about how to paint and draw, I have lots of art educational content on my Patreon page, including exclusive video tutorials, step-by-step photo tutorials, live streams, podcasts, and even surprise art gift boxes. All available at patreon.com/happydartist. I'd love to have you join my Patreon family. A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and supporting the art community. I've been using Squarespace for 10 years now, and it's been an integral part of being able to make a living as an artist. Aside from their beautiful customizable templates and easy-to-use interface, Squarespace now has so many robust tools to help make website building be both effective and intuitive. There's a new design intelligence feature that uses a combination of industry experience and cutting-edge AI to help you make a website bespoke to your brand and digital identity. Squarespace takes the intimidation out of setting up an online shop with their intuitive e-commerce platform that accepts every type of payment method you can imagine, all with just a few simple clicks, so you can easily sell your work all around the world. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/happydartist to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Also, if you want to check out more artworks, works in progress, and just random daily artist adventures, feel free to check out my Instagram, and you can follow me at the handle @happydartist.